welcome back to the channel, guys. And I would just like to say before we start this episode off, last video so far, it's actually Wednesday at the moment. The first couple of days of the week I was doing other stuff, so RuneScape for the rest of the week, but the support on the most recent video is absolutely insane. It's well beyond any other video view wise. All the likes and the comments, I appreciate absolutely everything. It is just so nice to see, to be able to put a video up and to know it will just, people are going to watch it. It's something that's really nice. And I know I've got those people that continuously coming back and watching the content. It's such a nice feeling. So I just want to thank you all first of all. But anyway, getting into this week's episode. Now we are starting off with, I've just fletched myself just under 3k adamant darts. Now I've done this because obviously I need fletching experience and I need darts for Hydra. We also got around to doing, so far we've done 18,000 headless arrows. Now these take so long to do, considering you have to kind of pay so much attention. It's not as AFK as I would like it to be, so I kind of have to just sit there and just do it, and it's really boring. But we'll slowly get through the 146k this week, and then we'll turn them all into, you know, broad arrows after that. So we'll take quite a few hours to do that, and quite a few boring hours. But other than that, I've done just the headless arrows and the adamant darts. I'm really tempted to go get 85 prayer right now. I'm not sure if I should, but I'm thinking, you know, I could go do Hydra or I could do the prayer. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I could get done in my bank. But now that we've got those extra darts, of course, we're going to put those in our blowpipe, and I'll show you guys real quick exactly how many we have in the blowpipe. So we are now sitting at just under 10k darts, which is always nice, and obviously the scales are going down. I'll quickly show you my Hydra KC if you guys don't remember by any chance. I don't remember myself either. We're up to 363 Hydra KC, and our current task is, we have just over 100 remaining. So I think I might, you know, either do prayer or the Hydra next. You guys will see. But it's nice to, you know, finally started on this fletching. Although it will take ages, it's nice to finally start it. So it is currently Friday morning, and well, as you guys have seen, we're about 2 minutes into the video. It's pretty fucking dire. At the moment, I feel like content is definitely at an all-time low at the moment, which is really frustrating because recently videos have been doing really well and the channel's been doing really well, and I wish I could just continuously get the content out. But it's getting harder and harder to get content on this account. Obviously, grinds are getting longer and longer, and we're starting to get into the big RNG grinds where I could go do, for example, 500-600 Hydra kills, which would take ages, and get like barely any clips from it. So of course, content will slow down at one point. I'm still going to try my hardest to get a video out a week, but if it does get to the point of, you know, I'm having to play a stupid amount of hours and it's really relying on RNG, then I will have to cut it down to maybe one every 2 weeks and potentially do filler videos, because obviously it's going to happen at one point. The one thing I would love to happen is, obviously everyone would love it to happen, is Group Ironman, because that would also be another series that I would bring on this channel. But that's just, you know, that's all hopes. But we have actually had something which has pretty much saved this week for content, allowed me to get something, and that is the FREMENNIK EXILES quest. Now obviously it's not that exciting, other than the fact that we are going to get our quest cape back. We have all the requirements. We're going to get a new best in slot helmet, which if you guys don't know, is basically an upgraded Nezi helm. I don't think the stats are majorly different. I honestly don't know the full stats, so we will probably compare them at the end. But I'm really excited to do it. The quest looks really fucking easy. I've got a guide ready for it. A nice quick guide, I'll just bash through it. We need to get ourselves a FREMENNIK shield, so I just literally went to Dagonoff's and I got a first kill, which is really nice. I did have a clip with me reacting to it, but sadly I had music in the background and I don't want to risk getting copyrighted. But I was sitting there saying, I really hope this doesn't take long. And as I kill a Dagonoff, the first Dagonoff I kill, it drops the shield. So we've got that for the quest. Other than that, we need to go pick up 2 kegs of beer and then we can just go bash the quest out. So we are ready to start the new quest. I'm actually kind of excited to get this, not really do it, but get it done. So that way we can get the new best in slot helmet. But we start off by talking to Brunt, the chieftain, and here we go. I believe the quest will start. I'm not too interested in like the lore of quests in this game, as you guys probably know that by now. But here we are, we have started the FREMENNIK EXILES quest. I'll update you guys if anything interesting happens in the quest, and of course, once we've completed it. Well, we just completed the first like fight scene of this quest. We're almost done with the quest. We just need to fight, I think, like the last 2 bosses almost. But we get this shield halfway, and I think this shield looks fucking sick, to be honest. I think this is one of the best things like looks wise in the game, other than the fact that it's clipping really bad right now with the cape. But I just think, I don't know, something to do with, it just reminds me of Vikings. And I think it looks fucking sick. There it is. I think this is the quest complete now. Very, very easy. I mean, that's all I can say. Obviously, like I said, I wasn't expecting this quest to be hard from what I've heard. But literally in that boss fight, it's weak to crush. I took Dragon Warhammer just to spec it, because why not? But you literally just have to turn away when the screen goes red. And then when you get trapped, like you do, for example, at a Spory, you get like, it's not vines around you this time, it's a rock. You just have to spam click to get out of it. It's very, very simple. But this is going to be the quest cape obtained again. Obviously, we still have it, but we can't use it right now. But there it is. We are now sitting at 275 quest points, which is obviously max. We have V Shield. I don't know if V Shield is like another mirror shield that we're going to use to potentially get the face guard. But I have no idea how the face guard works. But now that we've completed this quest, I know we are able to craft it and use it. So we get 15k Slayer experience, 15k crafting, and 5k rune crafting. Honestly, it's not too bad of a quest. I'm not sure what it will be like on a medium level account. But there it is. We have done the quest. I'm going to figure out how the hell this face guard works. And we're going to go upgrade this Nezzy. And finally have something different other than this helmet, which is so easy to obtain. So here we are, guys. We are on the Island of Stone, and this is where we are going to be killing Basilisk Knights, because they are what is going to drop the Basilisk Jaw, which is what we need to craft the Natus Knot face guard, which will then be attached to the Helm of Natus Knot, which is, I think you attach the jaw to the Helm of Natus Knot and it becomes a Natus Knot face guard, something along those lines. Now I've just got a basic gear set up. I've brought along just melee with a V shield, and hopefully it will go fine. What are the fucking chances of a shield left half when I'm going for the new item? What the fuck? So we just banked, and I figured I'd get out my Dragonstone bolts. Just to use those instead of the rune bolts, because I use rune bolts for things like wyverns where Dragonstone bolts can't be used. And I'm going to be getting loads of these anyways. And first kill back, we get ourselves a curved bone. We got a long bone last trip, curved bone this trip. We're currently up to 243 KC. The only downside to this is off task. I found out the drop rate is actually lower. Obviously, we don't know what the drop rates are anyway. But there's no way I'm skipping. I'm on low points anyway because I've been skipping a lot of shit Konar tasks recently because I'm just been getting absolutely awful ones. There's no way I'm skipping and going to any other master or anything. So we're just going to be going balls deep, and I've noticed actually quite a few people are doing that anyway. So hopefully we can get it, like, not having to go like a stupidly high KC. Now in the previous clip you may have seen in the chat box, I was actually talking to someone and I actually forgot to mention it. I was originally saving Dragonstone bolts for later on down the line when I do revs and whatnot, but at the end of the day I plan to do Hydra even after I have the claw, not with a blowpipe but later down the line when I have a T-bow or Dragon Hunter. So I'm going to be getting plenty of Dragonstone bolts anyway. They're not too hard to get, so I just figured it would be, you know, best to do what I'm doing now and using them to, you know, speed up another grind. This is a rather interesting inventory. Now this is a completely different longbone to last time. This is just crazy. I've just got a Chaos Talisman as well a few kills ago. So since I've been here, I've had a shield left half, 2 longbones, a curved bone, and a Chaos Talisman. I'm getting all the fucking rare drops that are just useless, man. It's so funny though. Well, as you guys can see, we are not killing basilisks. Now there is a big reason for this. Now I just wanna, this is gonna be kind of like a little clip where I just kind of explain something I've never really talked about too much before. I've had like brief moments of saying it, but I've never really like properly talked about it. Now I was doing basilisks and I've killed 586 of them so far. I will actually put a screenshot on the screen of all the loot that we got from 586. Obviously we didn't get the draw, otherwise you'd have seen it and I would have mentioned it. But 586 kills. It took, I'm not sure how long it took to be honest with you, but it took a little while. And as you can see, the loot, it's not great. Obviously the runes are really nice, but I could just get those runes faster elsewhere. But the thing with it is, I knew when I started the grind about 100 kills in, I found out that the draw is like a lower drop rate off task. And then after that, I found out not long ago, after I got to about 500 kills, that the drop rate is supposedly like 5 times rarer. So I was originally thinking anyway that it was something like that. I was guessing it was similar to the Drake drops, which are like 1 in 512 on task and 1 in 2056, no, 2556 I think it works out to be on task, or something like that. No, off task, sorry. So obviously it's quite a grind, but I thought Basilisk were fairly fast to kill. Obviously I've killed 586 already. That's not too bad. I could grind this out, but at the same time I could do it on Slayer, and I wanted to stay at Basilisk for a while either way, just to see if I got lucky and got the jaw. But it's got to the point where I'm realizing I could potentially be here for so long, and I really could waste my time. And at the moment, obviously, I'm having trouble getting clips as it is, and I could make it even worse if I put myself on a grind that could take absolutely ages, you know, just to obtain this one item, which I'm not even using at the moment. So regardless, I was going to do about 500-600 kills at Basilisk, and obviously, like I said, I showed you what we stopped at, 586. And we've gone back to Slayer, and we're going to have to unlock this. You can unlock this at a Slayer Master, and Konar and Duradel can give them to you, which they couldn't beforehand, I don't believe. But the only downside to this for me is, like I said, this is the main thing I want to talk about. I haven't really talked about it before, but I am not a big fan of Slayer. In fact, if I'm to be honest with you, I hate Slayer. Now, Slayer, yes, can be nice to do a little bit of after you've had like a big skilling grind or whatnot. But Slayer for me just isn't enjoyable. You get assigned monsters to kill that I don't like killing. It's just something about Slayer that I don't enjoy. And because I've had to do so much of it lately, and I'm looking for Hydra tasks, I'm not enjoying Hydra that much either as it is because of how long it takes. It's just like I've been put off playing RuneScape because I know I've got to do Slayer, and it's really frustrating. And when this whole new jaw thing came up, and I thought, oh, you know, this is something else I can work towards. When I then found out that it's better just to do on task, it, I don't know, almost put me on tilt, because I knew I had to, you know, I should just go back to Slayer. I'm doing Slayer anyway. I'd be stupid not to. So it was just really frustrating to me, but obviously, you know, we're back on Slayer. That's what we're doing. But I just felt like it would be, you know, it's kind of important for me to say how I feel about RuneScape when I'm playing it as well, so you guys kind of get like an idea on how I feel when I'm grinding the game, because obviously all you see is me just clips of just obtaining skills and certain goals and whatnot, but you don't necessarily get a feeling of how I actually feel because it's not streamed or anything. You can't see how I feel. Certain clips, you know, I could just do a clip and you have no idea how I felt about the past 10 hours of playing RuneScape or whatever. So I kind of feel like this is a clip that just kind of shows you guys or tells you guys how I feel about RuneScape at the moment, and it's just kind of frustrating me the fact that it's like this. I'm really looking forward to the Hydra being over, so I can then just focus on other things that are so important for my account. I know I could just leave Slayer and do other things, but the way I like to play RuneScape and the way I'm very goal orientated and progress orientated, and the claw is next in line, so it's so important. There is other stuff that I can do here and there, but it's, for me, to progress my account and the way I like it is the way I'm playing it. So like I said, I do understand I could just, you know, go do something else. If it gets to the stage where I really just am starting to dislike RuneScape and don't want to play it at all, that's the only stage where I'll just think, you know what, fuck it, we're just going to go do something else. But I'm trying to get the best content I can, and that's what I'm going to try to do. So hopefully we can get like a Basilisk task and potentially get the draw or something, because I'm really on tilt at the moment about the fact that it's rarer off task. Well, as you guys can see, we are doing a Dust Devil task. I absolutely love these tasks. I think this is like the only task I've extended just because of how fast they are and how good they are. And if you look at my chat box and you look in my inventory, you'll see that we have a Dragon Chain Body. Now, a lot of people already know this, but if you don't know this, this just makes me puke looking at it. A Dragon Chain Body from a regular Dust Devil is 1 in 32,768. And we just got it. What the fuck? So on the last kill of our Hydra trip, 518 KC, we get ourselves our second Hydra's Fang, which means we're actually one piece away from a second ring. And I'm still bored of Hydra, but hey ho, hopefully we'll get the claw, you know, soon, so I don't have to be bored of it, I guess. But hey ho, it is what it is. It's starting to dawn on me that this drop is quite a rare drop, and we could be here for a very long time. And of course, we are back at Hydra, and at this Hydra kill, we actually pick up a fairly cool level, 96 Slayer. So as you guys just saw, we did just get 96 Slayer during that trip. Now we're up to 565 KC. But I also want to quickly mention my ranged experience, because obviously I've been doing a lot of Hydra since we got 99 range, and we're currently sitting at 14.7 mil total experience in range. So we're nearly 2 mil over 99 ranged already. Like, it's absolutely crazy, the experience. And one thing I also don't believe I've mentioned recently is this is what the current situation on darts and scales is. Darts never really are a worry because of the pure fact that if we look in my bank, I do in fact have an extra 10k banked, and it's really easy to get adamant ore if I really want to go get it. Or if I really want, I could just change to myth darts. They're really easy to get to. But I've got plenty of darts banked. But darts aren't the issue, it's scales. We're sitting at 10.6k in the blowpipe, and we only have another 2.4k after that. So after this Hydra task, we can't really afford to do another one until we've done some Zora. So the plan is to finish this task unless we get the claw beforehand. And then after that, probably go do some Zora, which, to be honest, I really don't want to do. But I can't do Hydra without it. That was the only reason I didn't want to do Hydra with a blowpipe, is because I'm going to fly through my scales. And obviously I'm going to have to go back to Zora. And I had so many scales before this that I just wouldn't have to touch Zora for ages if I didn't do Hydra. But hey ho, we want the claw. But after this task, it's pretty much back to Zora until we have a stack of scales, and then we just, hunt for Hydra tasks again. So we have just finished our Hydra task. We are at 657 KC. Now I've shown you guys that I can't really do another Hydra task until I go to Zora, because my scales are pretty much a goner. And also, so are my prayer pots. We have like 30 left in the bank. We do have like 600 free dose ones we can make. I need to go get a bit of snake grass, so I'll do a couple farm runs of that. I haven't done a farm run in so long because I've just, I don't know, I've come on and just done Slayer and that's it. And it's really bad, but hey ho. But we are going to grab our next task, which is Drakes, and I fucking hate Drakes. Now I've got really bad Slayer points at the moment because I tried to get Hydra. I never ever skip. I think skipping's so dumb. And recently I spent like 400 or 500 points and I just didn't get it. And I was just, I don't know, I think I was on a downer. We're at 76 points, but I fucking hate Drakes. So we're going to skip them. We're going to risk it. We've got one more skip. Oh no, you're having a fucking laugh. Well, we're going to have to do the task. We'll do it. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, but hey ho. But the main reason we're here as well is we do have 20 brimstone keys. So we're going to quickly open these. I'm not just going to open them and then show you. We'll just open them whilst I'm doing it. I don't think there's much in here that we really care for other than dragon dart tips. I suppose dragon arrow tips are nice. Obviously gold and coal is always welcome. Alkaballs I really don't care for because they're absolutely useless. We're getting a lot of runite ore right now. Dragon fruit seeds. See, there's the gold, it's nice, but there's just not much of it. So these brimstone keys are just, I don't know, they're extra supplies that my account can get, just from doing Konar Slayer. 250 shark though, that's actually pretty fucking sick, I'm not gonna lie. That's a nice drop. Ooh, okay. First piece of Mystic Dusk. That's very cool. That is very cool. 124k, and finish it off with one rune plate leg. What a pile of shit. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go do a couple farm runs. We're gonna sort out our snake grass and get a load of prayer pots, and then go do 36 iron dragons, I guess. Fuck. So I figured I may as well clean all the herbs that I have in my bank that I could make into potions. I haven't done dwarf weed because at the end of the day I'm waiting until KQ anyway to get all my wines of Zami. And obviously toadstools aren't here, but I have cleaned them all because I don't make toadstools into unfinished potions. We have everything else. We have RNRs, we have irits, toadflax. Not many toadflax to be honest with you. I probably should grow some more. Snapdragons, qualms, avanto, candentines, and lantardimes. Now we pretty much have the secondaries for most of these. We've got all the secondaries for these, basically these. I can go buy these straight away. Avantos are going to be the only ones I don't, and those are the only two right now that I'd have to grind to get all the secondaries. So we've got a hell of a lot of herbal experience banked. I don't plan to do it all right now, but I like to have them in potions so I know I can just do them whenever. We're currently sitting at 16.6 mil, and if we were to make all of these into unfinished potions, we go down to 15.1, so 1.5 mil. Honestly, that saves so much time. That was like 7,000 pots, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go make all these into potions straight away, but I've got them there for when I need them. We did actually have snake grass already planted, So we do have 300 prayer pots that we can make straight away. So when I get a Hydra task or need prayer pots, I'll definitely just make them straight away. So I didn't record me opening it because I wasn't expecting anything, but there is a 96th hard clue. We pick up our Zamorak D-High boots, and we also get a master clue. So that is just under 1 mil, and the master clue step we can actually do. That is the second pair, yeah, only the second pair of D-High boots that we've actually got on this account so far. I would obviously like to get every, all sets and potentially, well, not potentially, but hopefully put them in the house to save bank slots. But all we need is the chaps for the ancient one. And obviously we do actually have a spare Zami one. So we could potentially put this whole set in the house if we get the chaps as well as the quiff. So we just completed our Abbey Demon task, and it was a pretty nutty task, to be honest. We got ourselves 6 Brimstone keys, which is kind of crazy, an elite and a hard clue. We can do both of the first steps, so I'll go do those after. But I thought about it, and I see people getting tasks of basilisks that are like 250, which is normally extended. So I'm expecting you can extend you can. That's actually really rough because I don't have the points to extend these, but that's really, really rough, I'm not gonna lie. But hey ho, if I do get spare points that I could extend these, I might do, but the chances of me getting them at Konar is pretty slim anyway, because I could also get them assigned in the Relica dungeon, which could really fuck me over. But that's kind of frustrating as well, but I suppose it is what it is. We'll grab our next task and we get blood veils. Now I fucking hate these tasks, but 327. But we're going to do these 2 clues. We can do the first 2 steps as I have said, but before we do that, we are actually going to quickly go to miscellanea. We're going to check our miscellanea for the week, and then I'll open the caskets there, I imagine, at the same time, and that is where we'll end the episode. Now this video is actually coming out 1 day later than it should have. I was trying to get some more clips, and I was just testing my luck to see if I could get lucky enough to get the clips. Now, that master clue that I had, you may be wondering, what happened to it? Well, before we check miscellanea and end the episode, I'll quickly explain. So we done, I think, maybe 1 or 2 steps, and then we got the Pharaoh Scepter step. And obviously I don't have a Pharaoh Scepter. Ideally in the future, I want 3. 1 for the clue stash, 1 to have for myself, and 1 for the occult altar inside the house. Now the first one, I 100% don't plan to use on the altar, because once you have one, it's quicker to get another one. Not much quicker, but it's just nice. And also, if I put it in the altar, when I next get that clue step, I'm going to need to go get another one. So I thought, you know what, why not try my luck for a Pharaoh Scepter? Now I've done it for about an hour and a half, and no luck as of yet. I don't think I should have anywhere near have seen one, including the time put into 99. It takes about 10 hours. Now I'm not sure how many hours it would equivalent to, because obviously when you go for a Pharaoh Scepter, if you don't know, you only open the sarcophagus and the chest in the middle. Obviously I only opened the chest in the middle when I was leveling up my thieving, but I did open a lot of the chests in the process. So I'm not sure how many hours I've done, but either way I've done 1.5 hours of pure sarcophagus and the chest in the middle, and that is it. No luck as of yet, but I'm not expecting it. Every now and then I'll go there. I'm in no rush to get it. It's just kind of a nice thing. I'm leaving the master clue in my bank until then. But that was what I was trying to, get my luck with, because I feel like this episode has been a really... It's just a shit one, because at the moment all the grinds I've got are RNG, so it's really, really hard to get clips, and to get anything good, I need to get lucky. So it's kind of gutting, but I tried for it. At the end of the day, I couldn't get anything. Hopefully this week will be a bit better for you guys. Well, I say this week, next week, whatever it is, the next video. Hopefully we'll get lucky. We might pick up the claw, we might pick up the jaw, we might pick up the scepter, just something, hopefully. Because obviously RNG grinds, we don't know how long they can take. There's no end goal or end time. There's just a goal, and if we get it, we're done. But anyway, we completed ourselves a hard and an elite. So we'll quickly open those before miscellanea. So we'll open the hard first, and we... Ooh, I don't know if that's new. I don't think it is. But there is a pretty standard hard clue, AUX and whatnot. But here's the elite. Now, I really still want ornament kits. I can't believe I haven't had one yet, to be honest. I know I haven't done many clues, but I don't know. With my luck, I feel like I could have had one by now. But here's the elite. 2 Sorrow pages. What the hell? A Sorrow page 1 in the elite and a Sorrow page 3 in the hards. Well, that fucking elite clue is shit. That's worse than the hard clue for value. But hey ho, these might be uniques. We will have to check. I probably won't show it on camera because at the end of the day, it's not an interesting thing. If I do complete it, I probably will mention it. But other than that, here is our weekly collection. Now, of course, we put it on maple logs. I'm going to get more than I need, but at the end of the day, I do need more later. Fletching has been put on the back burner because I fucking hate it. I didn't realize I'd hate it so much. and it's not that necessary right now. I thought it'd be more AFK, but I'm actually going to have to spend time actively on it, and I'd rather spend that going for the claw and whatnot. But here we are, the resources for the week. Actually, we didn't actually get as many as I thought, which I'm actually really happy with. But 3,700 coal, when we're near 5 on coal and 10 on maple. That honestly, that baffles me. But hey ho, I'm really happy with that. Now we're going to change it back to oh no, I lied. We only have 5 on maple. Oh, okay, never mind then. I'm happy with that. I'm just going to leave it on maple for another one because, like I said, we're eventually going to need them. But that is where we're going to end this week's episode. Another thing, we got up to 180 mil total experience. We're sitting at 15.2 mil range experience already. Fucking ridiculous. We're only 640k away from 99 attack. Other than that, nothing's really happened this week. I'm sorry for another episode, which I personally feel is shit. I thought the last one was shit, but it's got a lot of good feedback and a hell of a lot of views. Considering the size of my channel, I'm really happy with it. But all I can say is thank you for the support, and I hope you do enjoy this video, even though I personally don't, and I didn't really enjoy making it, I've got to be honest. And I'll see you guys in the next one, I guess, when hopefully we get some good luck. So hopefully there's good content. Peace.